In this section, I will be discussing the problem, extent of the problem, agent of transmission, of the prevalence of hepatitis A among American travelers in the United States from 2013 to 2018. Slide 1, the problem. Traveling is a part of an individual's everyday. However, when you travel internationally, it is putting yourself at risk for diseases such as hepatitis A. Rural areas such as countries like Central America, South America, Africa, the Middle East, Asia, and the Western Pacific are all more common for hepatitis A. These areas are highly endemic in particular parts. Typically, the reason that these areas are more endemic is because the hygienic and sanitary conditions of the area. The infection rate is seen to be less in areas of higher socioeconomic levels because of proper or more access to clean water and availability of the hepatitis A vaccine. Shown is a map where hepatitis A is typical. In this slide, the extent of the problem will be discussed. Morbidity and mortality. The rates of hepatitis A have declined dramatically since the mid-1990s due to the implementation of recommended vaccinations to those at risk of the infection. In the year 1990 to 2004, mortality trends show hepatitis A being the underlying cause of death on 1,436 death certificates. The deaths were shown to be the highest during the year of 1995, 142 deaths, according to the Journal of Infectious Disease. 2003 resulted in the lowest number of deaths, being 54 deaths. The average annual mortality rates were 32% lower during the post-vaccination recommendation period than the pre-vaccine period. The number of hepatitis A cases reported in the United States showed a decline from 1,670 reported cases in 2010 to 1,239 reported cases in 2004. Extent of the problem Part 2 will discuss economic impact. In 2015, a model was conducted by researchers to assess the cost-effectiveness of hepatitis A vaccination programs in the United States. The model represented a decrease of cases through the use of routine vaccinations and the amount of cost efficiency. On average, universal routine hepatitis A vaccinations prevented approximately 260,000 additional infections, 170,000 outpatient visits, 5,000 hospitalizations, and 200 deaths annually, and had an incremental cost-effectiveness ratio of 21,223 per quality-adjusted life year. The numbers stated represent a high number of prevention cases. Through the use of vaccines, it is shown that the universal vaccine for hepatitis A was a resource of prevention and cost saving. In this slide, the agent of transmission will be discussed. An enterovirus is defined as any of a group of RNA viruses that typically occur in the gastrointestinal tract, sometimes spreading to the central nervous system or other parts of the body. This includes those causing polio and hepatitis A. The hepatitis A virus is an enterovirus from the Picornaviridae family. The Picornaviridae family is a cause of a wide array of illnesses compared to other virus families. The virus structure is typically small in size, ranging from 18 to 30 nm, non-enveloped, icosahedral shape, and consists of a single-stranded RNA hepatovirus. About 10 to 12 days after contraction, the virus is able to be detected in the blood and is excreted through the biliary system to the individual's feces, where the concentration of the virus is present. The photo represents a structure of the virus, including the capsid, RNA, and relative size of the virus.